Yo, this shit is like, and it's only like that because shit, this motherfucking shit's been out for a while now, damn it. We was talking about it during the pandemic. But the funny thing is, this shit is old. It's been around. So, the yellow brick road to hell is what they got people on. This shit is crazy, but look, we about to get it right. So. Yo, man. These punk mother. What the? I can't even front. Pockets was getting, they rolling hard too. They slaying real good. Yeah, talking about the government. Hard too. They slaying real good. I have to drop a dime on the niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. Sure, bro. I don't like that shit. Nah, not at all. Not at all. That's how I feel about the government right now. Yo. This shit is bugged out. So, people talking about Agenda 21, but not seeing the whole, breakdown of it all, how it just all comes perfectly together when you get the science. And then you just look around and you see what time you're in. You're like, yo, bro, this shit is going down right now. Like, real shit, this shit is right now. Shit's been on the run, on the move since like 92. I know you're like, yo, just rambling, scattered around. What are you talking about? God. Yo, so this dude named was him and his wife. I forgot her name. I know I ain't even subscribed to dude yet. I got to though. I am eventually. All right, we're just getting there. We had a little minor disturbance. All right, so look, I'm gonna let him roll, and he gonna bring something back. He gonna bring something back from so long ago we didn't even know who's involved, but we dealing with these people right now. Where we at?
Right into it. I'm going to use a little bit of vision to my head, and I thought I would share with you because it just makes perfect sense. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some great information in this video. Don't go anywhere. But first, I want you to imagine this is the year 1992. While you're looking at this tree represents 1992. Okay, that tree represents 1992.
Is known presents us with an opportunity to follow up on the important work of the Earth Summit to develop its blueprint, Agenda 21, for global environmental action. HCON Res 353 outlines a comprehensive national strategy for sustainable development in accordance with the principles of Agenda 21 to be coordinated.
She look familiar? I say, does she look familiar? Ain't that the one that admitted that she should have had the National Guard? Ain't that the one that ripped your president at the time? The papers up right behind him. Why is that? Why are y'all out here on the streets talking about situations that you have been, saying people speculating about it, just making up stuff, conspiracy theories, you know, Operation Paperclip, Operation Mockingbird, Operation Fishbowl, all this different stuff. Nah, people just making it up. They don't even know what they're talking about. They're just creating stuff. But Agenda 21 is being presented by Nancy Pelosi. She's bringing, now I didn't say she created it, of course not, but she all for it. So y'all didn't like Trump. Y'all rolled with Biden and them. And you was talking about the Green New Deal and the little, you know, how dare you, girl, and y'all out there, you know, protesting and burning down cities and doing whatever you was doing. And when you read on Agenda 21, you can see where all this is coming from. And you can exactly see what the left playbook is. Obviously, they are with it. Because Nancy Pelosi is with the left, didn't like Trump, talked crap about him, all this different stuff. Okay, why did she do that? Because he was going against the plan that they've had since 1992.
Coordinated under the leadership of a specific office and at the direction of a high-level government official. The resolution also urges the United States to identify and initiate further agreements to protect the global environment and to support the creation of a high-level United Nations Sustainable Development Commission headed by an Undersecretary General. Third and lastly, the President is urged to report to Congress on the progress made on the with this action. HConRes 353 is supported by the administration. I have been in contact with the appropriate offices of the State Department and have incorporated their suggestions into the resolution. The 71 co-sponsors in this, of this measure include one-half the members of the Foreign Affairs Committee and all of the House delegates to the Earth Summit. It is also supported by the major United States non-governmental organizations
NGO
concerned with the environmental issues. The Earth,
but no Congress. Kind of like Kamala getting the, you know, the nominee with no like debate, no nothing against her fellow Democrat colleagues, like if they're all involved.
Earth Summit presented world leaders with an opportunity that should not be lost. We must now embark on a new course that will sustain our planet and its resources for the benefit of future generations. This resolution calls, I urge my colleagues to support this resolution. Thanks again to the members of the Foreign Affairs Committee for their recognition of the importance and timeliness of this resolution. We must.
In 1992, Henry Lamb was trying to warn people about the agenda. Okay, I've been trying to let you guys know that there's actually an agenda with the Constitution and everything, but he tried to warn everybody about Agenda 21 that the United Nations and everybody else had settled on
the radio.
Now, he said this man tried to school us in 92. Most of us that are my age or younger, come on, bro, like, stop. But your older siblings and your parents, they could have caught on game, but they couldn't because they was lost in the whole Democrat thing. Here's the funny thing. Bush Sr. is involved with this. This is what that New World Order, this is what they were talking about, is Agenda 21. This is truthfully what they were talking about. And this is why now it makes sense that his son set it up to go take all that oil. You got to remember Desert Storm. But this is supposed to be a whole united thing. Everybody's on the world. I mean, all the, you know, rulers of the world are, you know, leaders. Some green thing about, you know, helping people. But hell no. This man's about to tell us exactly what they were going to do. And you're going to see it playing out right now.
And in audiences like this, Mr. Lamb, there's no such thing as a global agenda. Hey, friend, you're absolutely wrong. Here it is. It's called Agenda 21. Agenda 21, the primary document presented in Rio de Janeiro and adopted by more than 100 heads of state, including George Bush, which lays out in intricate detail all of the transformation that must take place in society in order for it to become sustainable as they define sustainability. This may be available at the United Nations bookstore. I had to pick this up. I had not seen one until last July, had not been able to get one. I happened to be in Geneva attending a United Nations meeting, and I went to the bookstore and bought the thing. So the parties held its first meeting in Nassau last December.
Now that's interesting to me. Got this New World Order thing going on. They would hold the first meeting at Nassau. You're starting to look at these smartphones a little different now, huh? You wonder why they got GPSs on them. Why you can do so much with just this little thing. Because they can keep track of you. Oh, we got security things from stopping people from stealing your identity. Yeah, that's random scammers and stuff. But what about the grid itself? They know everything you're doing. The guy that tried to assassinate Trump, though, they couldn't get in his phone and a cryptic message. Why would you need all that different network to stop people from getting something so simple? But that's them. What about the higher ups that are setting up the whole thing? They would already know.
At that first meeting, the United Nations Environment Program presented them with a global biodiversity assessment. Started in 1992 with a grant from the Global Environment Facility for $3.3 million, orchestrated and coordinated by the World Resources Institute and the World Wildlife Fund and the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. This is 1,140 pages that explains how to implement the 16-page treaty on biodiversity. The last 200 pages, section 13, deals specifically with a system of protected areas. It defines what a system of protected areas is. It includes core wilderness areas surrounded by buffer zones, similar to those used in the biosphere reserves, created under a UNESCO program and promoted by the United States Man in the Biosphere program. There are the world, 47 of which are in the United States, not under authority of any treaty, but by voluntary agreement with the United States, are to be the nucleus for the core wilderness area Earth is going on. And then I stumbled on page 993, and friends, if you don't think that's some heavy reading at night, describing these protected areas sums it all up by saying the recently published Wildlands Project in the United States is the central theme of protected area. And on page 15 of the Wildlands Project, Dr. Reed Noss says that we must convert at least 50% of the land area of North America to wilderness, off limits to human beings. those core wilderness areas are to be interconnected by wilderness corridors off limits to human beings. Those wilderness zones that may have limited resource use under the supervision and permitting of the federal government, in collaboration with non-government organizations. Human population to be resettled into the remaining 25% of the land, into communities that are described as sustainable communities. Now let me put a parenthesis right here for a moment. He created what he called a White House task force on ecosystem management. He called 20 federal departments together and said, you will create an ecosystem management policy, and you will implement the ecosystem management policy throughout the federal government.
Now, do you see why these Democrats be acting like they care about Indian land? That's the hustle. They know damn well that them Indians don't give a fuck about what the American government's doing when they have their own law. They have their casinos, they have their own cities. They have their own thing. It's called the reservation. That shit ain't small. They got a lot of land. Like I said, they have casinos. So, is it really because of that? Or is it because they're going with this plan and these lands and areas are to be off like limits to human contact? Nobody's supposed to be around here. I don't know, let's keep going.
Department of Interior, Department of Agriculture, Department of Commerce, Department of Education.
See, I'm starting to wonder something. Is that why you don't see these motherfucking Native Americans? Like, they gotta be with the shits, bro. They gotta be with the business with these motherfuckers, because how could this shit be going on with all these outskirt areas and they would not have to deal with these Native Americans? They would not have to deal with these reservation motherfuckers. How is that possible? Most of these areas, watch, they're gonna show the map and baby gonna keep talking about it. She gonna keep talking about it, but watch. Nigga, these areas is all fucking Native American territory. Like, what the hell is going out there? Have y'all ever flew in a plane from like California to New York, or from like Miami to Las Vegas or something like that, where you're going across the whole joint? Have you ever looked sometimes down and in the desert areas, you see like these little like bases and shit? These motherfuckers be having all these like not cranes but bulldozers and stuff. It'd be these deep ass fucking mine areas, and I know people like, oh, they, looking out for earthquakes, stuff like that. Yeah, whatever, bro. There's a lot of areas that are like off limits. You know what I'm saying? And when you really peep the whole grid, when you get to see it, like when you fly in, interstate. I mean, not interstate, I'm tripping. When you fly nationally, you know what I'm saying? You just national. But you fly against the whole, across the whole country. You see a lot of other shit in the desert, Joe. I be looking.
Throughout the federal government, they developed what they called multimedia enforcement, where they run into a problem with a community that will not accept this ecosystem management concept. Multimedia influence on the community and begin inspections and writing tickets.
This is 92. Now think about it. He's not just talking about, knocking on your door, writing a ticket. Nah, he's talking about inflation tax. He's talking about how people had to stay in their house during this pandemic. He's talking about the 6 feet apart. He's talking about the mask on. These are the taxes. We're not seeing it like that because we just don't get it. We think somebody gonna come with a piece of paper and write it on your door. No, bro. That's how your inflation is going up. That's why they talk about pushing out more money to different countries and stuff. It's only from really one side that's really pushing the issue. But it's all about this Agenda 21 thing. It's about to crack the system to make the whole fucking country fall. Watch.
I couldn't believe it.
The document calls for literally reducing the human population by as much as 2/3 to 3/4 in the next 30 to 50 years. It could set aside areas interconnected by wilderness corridors, all surrounded by human buffers.
Now, why the fuck would they be killing off the American to bring in all these foreigners? I think personally because they're easy to run. Not saying the crime ain't there and all that different stuff. Yeah, but they kill criminals all the time, right? Shit, they kill innocent people, right? I think because they're easier to control. When a person doesn't know your language, it's not about knowing theirs. They came here. And they can't interpret law. We know how crafty this fucking law is. Y'all know about contracts. Y'all know about the judicial system. Y'all know how crafty them fucking judges and lawyers talk. You think these people can comprehend? Nah, so they're going to be docile. They're going to be good slaves. Some of them going to be knuckleheads, but for the most part, they're going to bow down. See, the original Americans are too much of fighters. They're too rebellious. They got too much energy. They'll speak. You know what I'm saying? These people don't even know the language.
Zones in which human activities are highly regulated. They want to set up a regulatory structure that would affect every man, woman, and child on planet Earth and all.
United Nations. Who created that? Harry Truman. 33rd president. Who told you that? Or Harry Truman, my bad. Harry Truman, 33rd president. Who told you that? Who broke down the science? Who gave y'all this shit? Now, my brothers, before my time, you know what I'm saying? Because these my brothers in the field, you know what I'm saying? William Cooper, Todd, all them dudes, man, like, they all try to lace us to a little bit of game. They all try to tell us something. Yeah. There's other parts to it that come before the agenda even starts, because see, that starts in 92, but nah, they started taking control back in the 40s when they dropped the atomic bomb. That shit, they talking about acid rain, shit, that might have been just napalm then. You know what I'm saying? It might not even been the nuke that they say it was, because we got pictures of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, motherfucker, they were still there. You still see buildings of it. It's like, bro, I thought everything was gone. So this whole magician fucking now you see me, now you don't shit they've been doing for a while. But when it comes to right now, we all know what it is. Like, we all survived it. We all went through it. A lot of y'all never got a jab in your life. Never did. And you went through the whole joint. Remember, this shit starts at the end of 2019. Bro, we still here. So, just like the 9/11 bombs, Building 7, all this other shit, it's like, is it to seize control? Is it to gain control of your rights through fear? Is it like that's how it works? And people be like, oh, well, how you know that's not what Trump doing? No, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. We cannot have everybody wanting to fuck up, bro. We have to have married people that have families, bro. You can't just have baby daddies and big mamas, bro. You can't just have criminals, bro. You can't just have the stupid nerd motherfucker neither. No, you gotta have the hardworking mechanic. You gotta have the farmer. You gotta have the nurse, the doctor, bro. The fucking teacher, bro. The fucking instructor of fucking aerobics, or those ladies that teach, you know, household skills, the maid type training. It's like, bro, you gotta have all the crafts. So if we just have everybody on some dumb talk and really just pervert it, You know what I'm saying? The whole homosexual movement is just perverted. Like, they're not teaching anything. They're not helping nobody. Nobody even really cares about their plight because it has nothing to do with helping humanity. Because they're not making kids. They have nothing to do with the straight life. They have nothing to do with it. So it's just hogwash and gibberish. But I believe Agenda 21 is all for that. I believe this whole global thing, that's what they're including. I don't think they're just talking about the world. I think they're talking about worldly things. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be all religious and shit. No, it's like when you do deal with your own like spirit, nigga, it is separate from everybody. So if everybody jumping off the bridge, if you want to do it, Grandma Ben said that shit. So you just got to catch up to what people are telling you.
All of the control would be headquartered in the United Nations. And if we take the more recent United Nations documents, it's going to be called the Trusteeship Council, and the restructure of the United Nations that's occurring right now. And the Man of the Biosphere Program, as revealed in the U.S. State Department documents, that the Man of the Biosphere Program actually is the first step in implementing the Convention on Biological Diversity. And there are 47 of these Man of the Biosphere Program around this nation that occupy about 50.
Are many of our national parks. In fact, 68% of our national parks land base is now under UNESCO's.
Look at that. Under UNESCO. This is in 92. Dog, every little, big thing you see on the, where it's like some base. It's like right there. It's like wherever you see those, they all over America. Okay, bro, this is all Indian areas. Or my bad, Native Americans. They got tribes all over this motherfucker. So who are they messing with to like be able to take certain parameters to make these big ass hidden mansions to do whatever the fuck weird shit they doing, and they taking up most of the like national parks and shit.
World Heritage Site. And that includes the symbol of independence in America, the Independence Hall, the Statue of Liberty, Yellowstone National Park, Monticello, Carlsbad Caverns, and the American people didn't even realize this was happening.
92. Let's let Doug finish this up. He made a good point. Y'all paid attention to the tree earlier.
This is 2020. If you let those little baby trees go without getting them addressed, they're going to cause you damage. This one's going to rip out my fence if I don't get it cut. So I thought that was a great analogy, that in 1992, it was just a baby starting out. And in 2024, we're going to have to deal with it. I got my new reading material because I just don't want to take anybody's word for anything. I've got this reading material. I'm going to be diving into it and letting you know what I find. But I'm unfortunately going to tell you guys right off the bat that we're going to find exactly what that gentleman was talking about. Okay? Stay vigilant. Make sure you share this video. That was Nancy Pelosi, 1992, giving a wink over to the left there of her buddies that helped her out with that. Okay? This is not in our Constitution. This is not part of our plan. This is all an agenda. That's why he calls it the deep state or shadow government, right? Because they're doing stuff like this instead of doing the people's business.
See? Yo, thanks, Doug. I appreciate it, bro. Real shit. What can you say? He was talking about this shit before we was even around to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Kickballing it. Trying to talk to girlies. Don't know what's going on. You're a kid. All right, fast forward to now. Like he even said, oh, so that's why he calls it the deep state. they're supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, but instead they run in plays like this. That's why it's all loose. That's why you got ex-presidents getting clipped in the ear and shit. Everybody's like, nah, it's fake. No, it looked fake both ways, don't it? That's the weirdest shit, don't it? It looked fake both ways. That's the crazy part. Well, now you got to really think, like, wait a minute. Are they both setting this up? No. Why does it look like that? Because, nigga, the shit is running so deep. It's so deep, they're in court right now talking about we can't open this fool's phone. And at the same time, he's got, like, international conversations. Then this little, I think it was STEM. I think that's what he was on. This little gaming channel, bro. For some reason, he had two different names. But then the day that he does this shit, a profile pops up with his real name. But it's the picture of him on the roof. It's the scariest part. Nigga, he can't take a picture of himself. So is this the sniper's picture that maybe got sent out? This is where that old CIA, FBI, they all put together. Because like he said, all of them, all the 21 of them will be connected and they'll be able to tax you and do shit like this and that. And it's like, okay, the border's running wild. Nobody's learning nothing. Ignorance is like bliss when it comes to music and fashion and, you know, all that stuff. I don't know. At this time, all I'm saying is this. After the pandemic, you pretty much know how it's shaking. You know what I'm saying? Because they booted him out off of that. Remember, you can't even say that they did that Trump was involved with that because that's how he got kicked out. That's their whole argument. Oh, he did terrible when COVID happened. Millions of people died because of him. It's like he was even lost. Remember, he did that interview outside. He was sweating and shit. He was like, I think he was with that little white dude with the glasses. But, bro, he was even lost. This shit been going on since 92. But guess who was talking? Or you know who was talking. It was Nancy Pelosi. Bro, that's Buck. That's Buck. J6, she admitted she could have got more the National Guard. She admitted it on tape. We heard her. Take all his money. The tax evasion. Oh, no, he's sleeping with prostitutes. Or he's paying them off with campaign money. He's got a case here, 34 counts, 90 counts, whatever. The old Fannie Willis thing, like that whole case, it was looking bad. Biden and him debate. It's looking bad for Biden. Dome shot. Missed by an inch. Oh, it took his whole ear off. Bro, look how far that was from. Look where you hit. You hit where you hit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't lie. If you know about BB guns, you can hit the top of the can, but if you can put a little sand, motherfucker, it might not tip. Motherfucker, you clipped it. You didn't hit it direct. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, that makes sense. Now, with a real high caliber, no, it's really not. Actually, it's an AR-15. It's really not. It's really not as powerful and as dangerous as they make it out to be. Nigga, this is not the 1960s. You know what I'm saying? That's like Johnny Rocket, bro. It's so old. From that distance, a rookie failed in class. Plus, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't think the dude did it on his own. He's a MK Ultra baby. There's no way you can deny that. Both his parents are psychologists. He should be a genius or a freak. And we see what happened in the long run. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell people. At the end of the day, he's in a Black Rock video. But people ain't even tripping on that. They don't even care. I'm gonna end it like this, man. For a plan to be going that long, and for her old funky ass to still be in office, or was with the regime that was really on some super dumb shit, because she snuck it in through the Democrats as a House Speaker. Fuck Trump whole 4 years of it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's not about politics. I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. I'm telling you, he's the one who exposed the shit. He called it the swamp, the deep state. He said, yo, these niggas is dirty. Everybody like, Christians never have to vote again. What does he mean by that? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Maybe he's talking about installing like common sense again, where it's like, bro, you don't have to worry about stupid shit. Like, people allowed to just, I don't know, vandalize your front room or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't think he's talking about nothing too serious, bro. It doesn't seem like it sounds like he just wanted to lower taxes and get rid of the, illegal immigrants and stop crime. That sounds like normal shit. That's some normal shit. I mean, every baseball game has an umpire. Every fucking boxing match has a referee. Like, I don't know. And he's the only one they try to shoot. He's the only one they try to lock up. He's the only one they try to take all his money. Y'all ain't never seen this shit happen one time in your life. That's all I can think about. All I can think about is, what are niggas gonna vote? Like, what are they truly gonna vote at the end? I don't know. Because people look at both sides as dirty. So y'all gonna go independent and nobody gonna win, and then you're just gonna have chaos. Or you gonna pick Kamala Harris and really like just blind your eye to everything that you know. That'd be stupid. If you pick Trump, bro, you had a good 4 years. Like, you really did. Like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. Everybody pretty much doing pretty okay under Trump, bro. Like, can't deny it. I really can't deny it. Sorry, my one lifetime, I can't deny it. All you weirdos throwing fucking ink on paintings and standing in front of the traffic, hold the shirt to say "Don't kill the cows," like, kind of busted, bro. You gotta make no sense. You really don't stand for nothing. Kind of retarded. And you wouldn't know about Agenda 21 because you're a part of it. By a zombie, default. A lot of y'all, you don't even know what you're doing. Elon Musk's son died. She's crazy, but whatever. Till the next time. Goes. And I'm gonna put up the link when I turn this off to that video. But seems like it's all coming together, man. Nancy Pelosi was about Agenda 21 in 92. She was bringing it out for her boys on the left, the Democrats. And people were like, Bush was a Republican. It don't matter. We already know what they said. It was a global thing. All the other ones that came after that, even if we want to say it was clean, we really can't, because it was all on the same agenda. If it's Bush Senior and then Bush Jr., well, they pretty much rolling on the same agenda. And you had Clinton and Obama. The whole time it's been the same fucking inner sanctum motherfuckers. Okay, here comes Trump. Split the whole game up. Deep it. Goes.